Welcome back, everybody, to the Cho Super Hyper Podcast.
Woo!
This is Super Blast X joined by
Toku Tony. Howdy.
As always, every week we're here to cover what we saw on Superhero Time.
Yeah.
Kamen Rider and Super Sentai. So this is January 21st, 2024. We're going to be covering some of the episodes, but there's also some stuff that happened after Sentai ended. Some announcements we're going to cover as well. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think. I want to hear what your thoughts are on the episode, on the podcast, whatever. We want to hear from you. So like I said, we do talk about Superhero Time every week. Before we get into that, we do kind of talk about our week, though. So Toku Tony, how was your week last week?
It was all right. I'm getting over being on call. So it was my last week up until mid-February or late February because I was on call mid-February for my birthday, but I switched that out. So I'm so glad for that. But yeah, I finally get some peace and quiet. I don't have to go out every day to someplace 2 hours away. So I'm super glad for that.
Yeah.
It's just been work all week, but I'm glad for it because
you've been called almost every day.
Yeah.
This past week.
And every time my boss tells me, even though we're not supposed to, because it's only on the weekends that you get the overtime.
No, if it's something you're not supposed to, are you allowed to share it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have a corporate, so we're kind of.
Is that also okay?
Yeah. The overtime hours is only on the weekends, but because I like to help out as many people as I can whenever I do get called, my boss just tells me, yeah, just add this to the overtime because you know I go out for literally every emergency that happens. Even though we're not an emergency company, I just feel bad if I don't go out to help out these people. Whenever I don't have like the authority to, I just go ask my boss directly, and he's like, yeah, just sure, go for it. And it's usually not that big of a deal anyways. But that's been my whole week for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, you were on call for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It ends tonight.
Making that big bucks. And it's all for the one goal. In August, we're going to go to PMC.
Right. This is something I've been wanting to talk to you about.
Yes.
That I keep forgetting to bring up for PMC.
Uh-huh.
I mentioned that I want us to get a car out there. Rent a car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have to do that.
Why?
Because you have to be 25 to rent a car.
No way.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm sorry.
It's really funny. It's not. Why are you sorry?
I didn't know that.
It's
sucks.
It's funny that that's not something that one of us could do. I have to do it.
Yeah, damn.
You could probably like rent a hotel. You can do anything else, I think.
I could do everything else.
In terms of like the name on the rental car work, it has to be me.
That sucks, dude. That blows.
25 years old.
Well, by the time we get there, I'll only be 23.
Yeah.
Damn. That sucks.
But then in 2 years, which is every PMC is 2 years,
I'll be able to rent that car.
I'll be able to do it.
Hell yeah, dude. But that's the main goal. That's the only thing I'm stacking up this money for.
Yes.
Is
for
PMC. And whatever other conventions we go to, because there are a bunch of conventions throughout the year before August that we could go to. I think there's one every other weekend for the rest of the year until
that's banana. I'm sure there's one every weekend.
Probably.
But there's one every other weekend that we interest.
True. Yeah. That we have a specific interest for. But oh man, I'm so glad that I'm getting off this work week. I have had a little amount of time that I have at the end of the day or like at midnight after work to play some COD.
Go ahead.
With my friends.
Yeah.
And we do terrible. We do really bad. So if you want to see that, just go to my YouTube channel. I upload every win that we have because we have at least one win every session. I upload that, but you get to see us fail miserably that whole match, and then we stumble into a success. It's really funny.
You also have put some of that on TikTok.
Yes, I uploaded 3 TikToks a few days ago. It did okay. It did all right, but not the exposure that I was expecting. But yeah, I think they're funny. If you think they're funny too, share them. I want to hear from y'all.
My week was very, very cold, like everybody else's. So I'm a teacher, co-teacher, and so that means I work in the schools. So they had to close the schools on Tuesday.
Yeesh.
After already having Monday off for MLK Day. So it was a 3-day week for us. And that's tough when you're dealing with the special needs kids. Because they need a routine, they need a schedule. And when there's anything that disrupts that, next time we see them, it really messes with their routine. We already faced that when we had the 2-week break for the winter. So when they came back from that, it was just rough to get them back into it. And then that was already a 4-day week. And then coming back the next week, it was a 3-day week, meaning they were away from school for 4 days.
Yeah.
It's just, it's tough to get them back into a routine after losing their routine anyway. So this week, I'm hoping we do get to be there all 5 days, Monday through Friday. But the forecast is showing that we're going to have lots of rain.
Yeah.
Monday through Wednesday. It looks like it's going to be raining every day. The last time that happened, where it rained 2 days straight, we got flooded.
Yeah.
And it wasn't us specifically in the house. It was our neighborhood wherein we couldn't leave. I'm not saying it's going to happen this time because we're not getting a rain. Last time it was because of a hurricane.
Yeah.
This time it's just going to be super cold and super wet. So I hope conditions don't prevent us from being able to drive in. Because they need the schooling. You know, we need to be able to do what we need to do. I did take advantage of the extra day to build something that I'm going to talk about in Toku Toy Time. And I built something else yesterday. Did I make that yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
I made that yesterday. So I'm looking forward to that. I made 2 things this week. I got another Twice album.
Oh.
Also for really cheap. I got some good pulls. I was thinking about recording it, but I don't know, maybe. I have one more that I could open, that I could record. Might do that one. I don't know how much crossover there is between K-pop and Tokusatsu. There might be a good amount.
It's probably a good amount.
And I don't know the crossover between Call of Duty and Tokusatsu.
Yeah, there's probably none of that.
I don't know if there's none.
The
Terra is in Fortnite, so
Terra is in Fortnite.
Terra being Ichibana,
Yeah,
Shugadam,
and
Gokan,
and
Tofu,
yeah,
Kospa.
all of them.
I think one of them, there was 2 of them. Like one place had 2.
Tofu, maybe?
No, I think it was Shugadam.
Oh, like the little courtyard place?
In the courtyard and inside the castle.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guarantee you there's more of a crossover between Gundam and Tokusatsu than there is for Toku. Or than there's for COD and Tokusatsu.
Gundam? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Gundam, yeah, robots.
I love space politics.
Yeah. Name 3 space politics.
Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans, G-Witch, and Double Zeta.
Oh. Okay.
No, it's all of them. It really is. It's all of them.
I don't know anything about Gundam, so. I need to watch Evangelion, though. I'll say that.
That is my favorite anime of all time. Yeah. I watched it when I was really young, and it really influenced how I think.
Name 3 of their albums.
Death is True, false. Beginning of the End, false. And Rebuild 3.0 plus 1.1.1.
Wow. So you didn't even say an Angel's Thesis.
Cruel Angel's Thesis?
Yeah, you didn't even say that one. Fake fan. Come on, everybody. Fake fan.
I'm a fake fan.
Hashtag fake fan.
Hashtag fake fan.
Yeah, and did I do anything? I don't know if I mentioned. I think I did a couple weeks ago. I 100%ed Mario Wonder.
You did. Yeah, you said
I
that
mentioned
last week.
that. Okay, was it last week?
Might have been 2 weeks ago.
Might have been 2 weeks ago. I feel like I played something else, but I don't remember if I did anything.
You've been playing a lot of Pokemon.
I started the Pokemon DLC.
Yeah.
But I haven't really gotten that far into it.
Well, we need to get back into Clubhouse 51 games.
That's what it was.
Oh, you started playing more?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got back into Monster Hunter. I played a lot of it last night.
Monster Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Monster Hunter Generations Rise. I might try playing more of that. I've in my Monster Hunter Generations Rise save file, I'm playing as Luca. So Gokai Yellow.
Yeah, you told me about that. I remember.
Yeah, it's like if she was like pulled through a wormhole and she's in Monster Hunter World now, and she has to like live life here or whatever.
The Isekai.
Yeah, I'm treating it as an isekai for Luca Murphy.
That's so cool.
Gokai Yellow. And the first time I did that was there with her. And she's doing the dual blades. In my Monster Hunter Rise save file, I'm doing Utsumi Maru, which is Kyoryu Gold.
Yeah, the samurai.
The sixth, in Kyoryuger. He is my main save file in Rise. And I think that's, to me, more fun than just being me over and over again. I'm tired of it already. So isekaiing your favorite Toku characters, do that, guys. Try that out for when you play your RPGs and you get to make your own guy. That's just a lot of fun. Especially those kinds of RPGs where the character you play as is a blank slate as hell. They have nothing really. You can impose whatever. Not impose.
Project.
Thank you. Project your own like characteristics and traits to the avatar that you're playing as.
You're right, especially with RPGs. Like to add that little bit of RP it adds a cherry on top. That's really nice.
Yeah, and also part of that is the armor sets and everything. So try to get armor for me. Try to get armor that they would wear, like that specific character. But all of this is because I did get excited for that Monster Hunter Wilds announcement that came out at the Game Awards, I believe. Was it the Game Awards?
I think we saw that live, you and me.
And I'd never played World, but my PC can now do stuff like that, so maybe I'll jump into that as well. But Monster Hunter World, I never played that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, not really a whole lot happened this week at work or in my life. I didn't even get any no packages this week either. Yeah.
Man, me neither. The only thing that I'm expecting soon is the
Gotchard 4?
Gotchard 4, and after that, Memorial Ninja.
Yeah. That's next month though.
Yeah, next month. Yeah, Memorial Ninja Buckle.
I'm expecting Shoto Mega Ranger from Toe Collectibles.
Oh, that's right.
I still owe them more because I guess I put a deposit on it. I don't even remember, but I haven't even been charged for that. I did send an email, so hopefully they'll be coming soon. I'll get the charge for the invoice soon. I'm really looking forward to that. The Mega Rangers, so cool. I think that's it for our weeks.
I think so. I didn't really do much.
We did mention the conventions we want to try to go to next month.
Yeah. You know what? We did something today. If you want to mention that.
The TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved a TV into our sister's living room.
That took like way less effort and energy than I thought it was going to be. I was very surprised by that. We got it done super quickly.
Yeah.
Very proud of y'all for that. Because I just drove.
And I just sat there, so. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we're going to cover our Toku Toy Time.
Yeah.
And I guess Tony didn't do anything this week?
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't do anything this week. I've been busy playing COD and On Call.
But I've got stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. And we're back. Look what I made.
Oh my goodness.
So I've been saving these guys. I may have even showed this on the podcast when I got the package in. But I finally made it, and this was in anticipation for Shoto Super Mega Ranger coming in.
Yeah.
This was a really fun, easy build, and I really like how it turns from the ship into the actual Robo. Oops.
What's the Robo name?
It is Galaxy Mega.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm gonna keep doing that. It is super sick looking, and it's not been that long. It says Sonic game. What am I watching?
That's Funhouse.
I don't know if Funhouse is yellow anymore.
What are you watching?
It is. James plays every Sonic game. I don't remember watching that though.
Okay.
I remember seeing. Maybe I was just there for a second.
Every ship is a she. Every ship is a girl. So this might be a lady.
In Gundam?
No, like in life. Like every boat is a girl.
What about Robotaro?
Robotaro is a girl. I think so. Headcanon.
Don Motaro Robotaro?
Yeah, Don Robotaro.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, this dude was really fun to make. I don't want to really rack my brain around about it, but I can't remember the last time a main mech for the series was one ship that transformed.
I was gonna say this is the whole mech. There's no like extra nothing to it.
Back in the day, it was like Denji Man, Sun Vulcan, Bio Man. They had like a thing. It was like a ship or a tank or something, and that turned into the robot.
Oh wow!
Unlike most Sentai each of them have their own individual. Eventually, like the last big ship, there'll be one thing that turns, like Orion, or Caucasus Beetle, but that's not the main. That's not the main robot mecha. So yeah, it was really nice seeing that. Now I'm not gonna get it out of my head. What was the last time they had that?
No.
Yeah, no.
Nothing of modern times.
Not Dawn, not Zenkai, not Kira, not Ryusou, or what's before Ryusou? Lupat, no Lupat,
and then Q-Ren.
no Q, no Zuo, no Ninin,
No Tokyo.
no Tokyo, no Kyoyu, no Gobus, no Gokai, no Gosei,
Oh my goodness.
No
No
Shinken.
Shinkenger.
no
Decade.
Go On. What? No Go On, no Geki.
No Gao.
Whoa, you jumped a lot.
I jumped like 7 years.
Yeah, Geki, Boken, Maji, Deka, Abba, Hurry. Yeah.
Go.
Now Gao.
No Gao.
Yeah.
And Go.
Go 5.
Go 5.
Yeah. Time One.
Go over time and space.
Yeah, all those, everything. Yeah,
Everything. Jesus.
almost everything. You keep going back. We're almost there. Time, Ginga.
Ginga. That's the one I'm trying to remember. And then Car.
And then them.
Oh, them?
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing one.
Them and then Car?
No, because Mega is 21. Ginga's 22. Yeah, Ginga's 22. Gao, not Gao. Gogo 5 is 23. Time is 24. Yeah, Gao is 25. Yeah. So it took that far back to get the main mech that was a thing. And eventually, Mega Ranger does get a big combiner, which is cool. And that was actually the DX toy that I had when I was a kid. I never had this guy. I always wanted this guy. I'm so glad I got to have it in mini platform.
That's so crazy that they differed that 1 year, because the year before that, Car Ranger?
Car Ranger, everybody had their own.
Yeah, and then the year before that, O Ranger, then Kaku Ranger. Wow, that's cool. This is very unique.
Ranger, everybody has their own. Yep.
Yeah, they're playing
Jew Ranger.
They're playing Mega Ranger right now on Tokusatsu.
Really?
Yeah.
They are. That's amazing.
Yeah, check it out.
God, I love Mega Ranger. I'm not gonna put that on right now while we're doing the podcast.
Because you'd be stuck in there.
Yeah, I love Mega Ranger. Which is why I'm so excited for their Shoto Super set.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mouse is in the way. There it is. Nope. There it is. The shield is really cool because it attaches to the bottom of it. It becomes a different shape. You see the blaster down there that he holds here. The sword doesn't really go anywhere when it's in ship mode, but that's fine. This is cool. I found a way to have everything together. That's that shield.
Oh, cool.
Attach it to his little leg pegs right here. Just don't pay attention to it. But yeah, he's holding his gun and his sword.
Nice.
James plays every Sonic game.
Mario.
Every Sonic game.
Mario Party.
Yeah, this was a really fun build for sure. And what was cool is that in his box, it wasn't just him. I can keep saying him. I told you. It also came with, gosh, what's this dude's name? Delta Mega, and he combines with Galaxy Mega to become. I just read it. Oh my god.
Ginga.
Super Galaxy Mega. I have not combined them yet. I will eventually. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
This week sometime. I like combining them because it helps less the amount of space they take. Instead of 2 robots on my shelf, it's 1.5 because it is bulky. Maybe 1.25. But this one was also really fun to make. The only thing that's kind of disappointing about this guy is it's...
God.
What?
This is like the most unappealing looking mech I've ever seen in my life.
He is very unarticulated. He definitely feels, and I believe I got this from somebody in the Discord. He feels like he's just armor for Galaxy Mega. Like he exists just to go over. And if I had made it combined, you'd see exactly what I'm talking about. But this dude is not articulated much at all. And his fingers, as you can see there, look kind of funky. He doesn't come with any extra hands. Neither did Galaxy Mega, but I'm more cool with that than this. But he's not all disappointing. It's just a little disappointing. It's kind of weird.
He looks very well made. He looks very chunky.
Yeah. Oops. Oh. Yeah. He's cool. I mean, the ship mode definitely looks cool as well.
Yeah.
But this one's the winner, I think. He's so cool. And I made this one on Tuesday that they canceled school, and I made this one yesterday.
Oh, you know who's the real winner here?
Who?
Tetra Boy.
That's not even... It's Jetman.
Yeah. But that's probably like the best mech ever.
Tetra Boy? Well, because of the blog update about him that you saw?
No, but because whenever... No, actually, yeah, that one. Because it looks like she's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool looking. I love...
Tetra Boy!
I love mecha looking robos.
Oh, you like this guy?
I do like him, but he's very... he's like 90% legs. And like I said, he's not opposable, so like you can't do anything. And the bottom looks like the base for a spaceship, like Ho-Oh Soldiers, Phoenix mech, but a little bit less thought about. It looks really nice though. I love the M impression on his chest. I like how they keep that with the Mega Ranger.
Mega Ranger, yeah.
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 The hands are a little funky, but it does look really nice. Like it looks cool.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, I really want to see, or like I mentioned, they do get an upgrade later, and I really want to see that get made into a mini pla. Especially since they've been doing a pretty good job about finishing mostly a whole season's mech, or like all of them. They did it with Power Ranger, basically. They're doing it now with Die Ranger. Tor, the turtle, is coming, and that's going to be the end of the Die Rangers.
Nice.
The Geo Ranger they finished, but before they really like started focusing on that, they didn't finish Mega Ranger. They didn't finish Go-Go 5.
Okay.
Those are the main ones. And Jetman. and they just announced Tetra Boy.
There you go.
So Tetra Boy finishing up Jetman is pretty cool. Me and the community really want Ginga got Mega Voyager. Really want that one. And like I said, the rest of Go-Go 5. But once they wrap all that up, I really want to see what's next. Like what mech they're gonna work, what season they're gonna work on next. I'm hoping for Gotchard because Gotchard has a Shoto super set. Just to bring that synergy together.
Based on releases, right?
Yeah.
So would that be the only release though? That would be next, like the Gotchard Super Shoto.
That already happened.
No, is there like another contender?
Shoto Super?
Yeah, for Shoto Super.
To get a mini plus set reveal? No, that's it. Gotchard is the only Shoto Super set that does not have a mini pla accompanying it.
Ooh, and that'd be
super mini pla accompanying it.
That might be good then.
Yeah, but it's tough because they don't really do much after the 25th season, Ranger.
Oh, okay.
Gotchard getting their Super Shoto was direct influence of the movie, the 10-year movie.
Oh, okay, cool. You know, it could be cool if they try to do based on the Sentai DVD releases. I shout.
There's no synergy there.
Yeah, none at all. What would be the next one in that line?
For the Shout DVD releases? What was the last thing they did? I think it was Turbo Ranger?
Turbo Ranger. Car Ranger?
And the one later that they did was... Because they were doing like 2 post-Zoo and 1 pre-Zoo Ranger. Huh?
Kaku Ranger.
What about Kaku Ranger?
Is that the one that I'm thinking about?
I don't know.
No, probably not.
So they would do 2 series post-Zoo Ranger and then 1 series pre-Zoo Ranger. That was the pattern they were getting. And post-Zoo Ranger, I think... Where'd they stop at? Abba Ranger? Is that the last one they did? No, Deca Ranger. Yeah, Deca Ranger was the last one they did. So, Majade Ranger should be next. And Turbo Ranger was the last one they did show. So, I believe Live Man should be.
Oh, Live Man.
If they do a pre-Zoo team.
I know nothing of Live Man.
Wait, because did they do Turbo Ranger? Turbo.
I know nothing of Live Man, so that would be a cool way to be introduced to it by. You're actually tripping?
Maybe they didn't do Turbo Ranger. The last one they did was 5-man then. Oops.
Oh, wow.
Go, my brother.
Oh, snap.
Go, my sister.
So what's the next thing you're going to do for toy?
Art. Whew. I have One Tiger. I showed that last week.
One Tiger.
Which is Die Ranger's tiger.
Saba.
I don't know. Because I have that. And then I have all those Q Rangers.
Ooh, boy, but those Q Rangers...
That's going to be tough.
That's going to be a minute.
That's a whole day for sure because that's going to need some clear nail polish or glue to get those stickers on because there's no way in hell that's just going to stay on.
That's going to be some love and attention for that, man. You're going to need to get in there.
It's been 7 years since that's been released. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, well. I think that's it for Tokusatsu Toy Time.
Okay.
We're going to take another quick break.
Yes.
When we come back, we're going to talk about...
Superhero Time.
Gotcha. It's coming up. We'll be right back. And we're back.
Woo!
Gotchard.
Yeah.
Gotchard. What's it called?
Gotchard number 19. Renee's Dawn. Transform. Majade.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, how do you feel about this episode?
I don't remember. Maybe, I'm sure they did. they say Majade?
They did not.
They didn't, how do you pronounce it then?
Majade? The belt said it.
Did the belt say it?
The belt said it.
I don't remember.
No one else said it though. But Ichinose said that form again.
Yeah.
So they're not acknowledging the name Majade at all. It also said the name that I was confused about, the alchemist driver, not the Gotchard driver.
Oh yeah.
That is.
It's a different driver. I told you.
A whole different driver.
Yeah.
Since we have the context for the movie now from, people that have watched it and all that, we have a little bit of information of that.
I disagree.
You think so?
I'm still missing context.
The only thing that I can confirm just from tweets and all that is that it's its own thing. Like only she can have it because of that ring that he gave to the dad gave to Rene.
I can get that from that. Yeah, I can get that because Minato wants her to come back, right?
Right. And that's the only reason, because like he can take the ring, Minato obviously can take the ring, but the belt specifically is to her because of her association.
Well, I don't know if Minato can take the ring because he wants the ring. Well, he does want the ring, right? He says he wants the ring, but he also wants her.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she say wait here? What is this? What was this?
Because
she tripping?
No. She said wait because they were about to dig in, but Ichinose hadn't put his food down and she hadn't gotten her food yet. So she wanted all.
No, there's more than that.
No, yeah, it's that she's a big rule follower and she has to do the itadakimasu or whatever, like all at the same time.
I guess I didn't read that way at all to me. No, it just. I mean, I don't want to hark on this young lady's acting.
It's a bit, yeah, right?
But she is an amateur, I believe.
This is her first acting gig, I think.
I don't know that.
We discussed that, like, the first episode of Gotchard.
Did we?
Yeah, but I don't remember exactly what.
Like I said, I don't want to call out her acting, but I didn't buy that this was her following the rules still.
Yeah.
Because of the way she said it and the way afterwards the camera held on her, it felt like there was more to it. Like there was something deeper than just wanting to follow the rules and say thank you for this food.
Mm-hmm. No, I can see that as well. Yeah. It also felt like a bit of a blindside. You're supposed to get from this character that obviously they are a goody two shoes and they're like the top students, so of course they would be like a follow the rules kind of person. Mm-hmm. But that hasn't been brought up as much as it was in this episode, the entire past of this series. But you're just supposed to get that because that's like the archetype of that character, which I'm not, saying negatively about. I'm just saying that that's an interesting thing to pull up so heavily for this moment in this episode right here.
I was going to bring this up. I forgot. I wanted to tell you after we watched the episode. So let me tell you. You have it open on your laptop, right?
Yeah, about this episode?
Yes.
Yes.
So scroll down to where it says writer.
The writer is Aiko Inoue.
Click it. Dead air.
Oh my god.
What?
She's known as she's the novelist and screenwriter who wrote Kamen Rider Decade. That's the game, isn't it?
Huh?
That's like the screenplay, the novel for Decade.
Who wrote this episode? Who wrote this episode?
Akiko Inoue.
Uh-huh.
Very
and they are
doesn't say it right here, but from what I can guess, her father is Toshiki Inoue.
That's what I wanted to get.
And her grandfather.
No, just the father.
Oh, just the father?
And who's Inoue? Who's Toshiki Inoue? What has he done?
Toshiki Inoue. He's the writer for a lot of Kamen Rider series. Oh my goodness. He's like an OG.
There's more to what he's like specifically.
All right, you want to say it? Because I'm just. You want to say something specific?
He wrote 5555555.
Oh, okay.
And.
Oh my god, he wrote Kuga?
No, he didn't write all of Kuga.
He wrote a little bit of Kuga. He wrote a little bit of Decade, a little bit of Zio, a little bit of Kiva, a little bit of Kaguto, a little bit of Blade. Brothers. Oh, I'm on the Kamen Rider wiki, dog.
Yeah, but He wrote Don Brothers and...
You want me to look for that on the Kamen Rider Wiki?
No, but by this point, you should know this dude's name. Like, you should recognize this.
I do remember whenever... This is funny, too, yeah. Whenever we would watch Don Brothers, it was always... You'd always bring up Toshiki Inoue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Don't blame me. Like, you should have already on this podcast.
Yeah, connected the dots with that.
Yes, he wrote Don Brothers. He wrote 55555. And his daughter wrote this episode. That I think is why this fucking episode was so weird.
Yeah.
I saw somebody on Twitter say this was definitely written by his daughter, or maybe it was him and he just used his daughter's name so he can get away with it.
That's funny.
Yeah, this was a example right here. Weird episode.
Him getting the meat, or just him craving meat, and that gross scene of him like mummified and all that.
Yeah, so what we learned from this is it looks like the little mummy doll things do have their own mind.
Yeah.
Or they can like wake up on their own. And this one I guess was strong enough to just bust out and he just wanted meat.
Which questions like, who the heck are these people?
They called them before their brothers, right? Their brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
like
their siblings.
This was Tony's favorite part of the episode.
Probably my favorite part of the entire Gotchard series. This, it's definitely not a ragdoll. This is a stunt person.
This is a
stunt person that did this 0.5 second scene that I absolutely love.
Yeah, if I could do it, if I could have done a GIF, I would have definitely put that here.
This is great.
It would have been distracting, but yeah.
So there are so many, there's so many parts of this episode where it's like, okay, this is weird. One, this is who directed this episode.
Oh, and Jetman. Sorry, you know, I also did Jetman.
Oh,
I forgot. Yeah.
Like who directed this episode? What were the shots? Like what's the creative decisions happening here? Because there are so many like what seems like drama shots, or like drama-esque J-drama feeling scenes. It just felt interesting to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this fucking amalgam though.
Yeah.
This is terrifying. I hate it.
Yeah.
He's holding himself up, and their dogs are upside down. This is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool, but Jesus Christ.
I think it looks... I know it's meant to look scarier than it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks fluffy and cuddly.
I can see that. But I also can see that that thing is just like, oh my God, it looks crazy looking.
I got something to say about the way they're treating her character later on when we see more of it.
Right.
But look, Don Brothers.
Hey, look at that.
So he had to have told her, hey, put in like a little shop in that goddamn back alley.
Go to the exact same back alley.
It wasn't Oden. They were eating not Oden.
No, it looked like soba. It looked like really thick soba.
Yeah. But this was warm and fuzzy, of course. Especially with what they announced at the end of King-Ohger.
Yes.
But we'll get to that later.
So he's definitely a good guy, right? Like for sure.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Why not just erase the memories of these two? Gotchard and Rine. Ichinose and Rine.
Yeah.
Like, you can. You've done it before. God damn it. What? Why? Just let them live. Of course, because you're still a good guy. And Ichinose is even like, oh, I'm sure he has a good reason for being with them or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's giving a benefit of the doubt regardless of any other information.
The benefit of the doubt ends is like it's period. Of course, he has a benefit of doubt. The fact that you guys still have your memories of him.
Right.
Period.
Because, I mean, what's his name? Greyon had the ability to alter the minds of the association, like at the top of the top. So obviously he could do that to Minato here. And Minato's stopping gray on from touching the kids. So I mean, like, we know what's going on. But this is a cool moment here that shows like the power or like the scale of what Minato as a professor can do, because we see all the students mind wipe. Not really, but they go all blank and then they start walking towards the bridge. Brainwashed. There you go. And they start walking towards the bridge. And at first, whenever you see that, it's like, oh my god, it's Atropos again, because that's a thing that they've shown that she can do on a whim. Stop everyone's in their tracks and then make them stand or do whatever they want. But then it shows, and it's actually Minato that can do it. It's like, okay, could you have done that the whole time? This guy's a lot bigger than we think. Maybe. Hopefully.
And he comes here asking her to come back. He does want the ring, but he says he wants her to come back. Best shot in the episode.
You got all of it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, so this is what I was saying, where it's like a drama, because she does like a realizing thing where she looks down at the ground and she wants to ask Ichinose a question. So she turns quickly to look at Ichinose, but that turn is like 7 different shots, like in a drama show.
Uh-huh.
And that's like where I was thinking, like, oh, okay, this is a special director for this episode, special choreographer,
and it's not.
And it is not. So very surprised.
The editing on this felt really weird, and I only really say this because we know who the writer was, but it feels like the writing and the editing. It feels like the editing had to make up for some of the writing, because here she turns around 4 times.
Yeah.
To emphasize that Ichinose told her the story of him going back in time.
Uh-huh.
Which her response is, oh yeah, so turns out my dad he's not a traitor or whatever. And they have this little moment where Ichinose is like, yeah, I'm sure he had to follow the rules, blah, 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 blah. They're like magically somewhere else. They're not where they were.
No, not at all.
So it feels like the writing had them start up there and then end down here with no way of it either being shot or really shown that they get there. And that's why I feel like the editing had to make up for that. Like this cut 4 times maybe was a response to get them down there. I don't know. It just felt really weird.
It stood out definitely, because if it's just for a writing standpoint, you could like blink and miss it, but it's there and it's like off-putting. But from there we go to the fight scene of the episode, which I think really holds up. Whoever directs the fights for this show is doing a top job of how they're handling the amalgams and all that. And I think it really shows in this, whenever the Cerberius, turns into 3 different monsters.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a sad part right there.
I didn't like, again, we'll get to it later too, that her debut in the show was against a third of a monster, not a whole monster.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like that at the end they got back together to be one, and that's what she beat. I was scared they were going to have her struggle against 1/3 of a monster, but thankfully, no.
Yeah.
This was really stupid to me, in my opinion. Tying up his legs.
Yeah.
Why? Why? If you have the power to put chains around the body, why the hell his legs?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because he needs to have the right amount of space to put his igniter in. If they tie up his body, he doesn't have his igniter in. Come on, guys.
That is why. But it's just like, okay, sure.
At least tie up like more than just his shins, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Do a little more.
Again, I think the writing was weird on this.
Mm-hmm. This was cool.
That split into 3?
Yeah, that at that whim he split into 3, and that Gotchard, the Zumi boy, got the middle and threw him into the water. That was cool. But hey, here's a new thing about the igniter.
Yep.
Yeah, instant nerf.
Oh, that's something we didn't mention. The intro does not have Daybreak anymore. It got replaced by what's his called again?
Valverad.
No, this
Oh, Fire Gotchard.
Fire Gotchard, yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's cool. And then they cool it down because it overheats with Apare.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. Oh, it was a
Hawkstar.
Hawkstar, yeah. It was the wind.
Mm-hmm. And these two doing the same thing every single week of getting to the moment, being surprised, and then helping in what they can.
These two to me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. These two to me feel like the two slapstick comedy characters in recent Power Ranger seasons that they were mandated to have that would bumfuck around, sometimes help, sometimes not help, but always be there for like comedic effect.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I wish that were not the case with them, because right now I don't really get why they're here.
It could be just that exactly. And me thinking, worst case scenario, it could just be that it's just two extra faces to add to the show, that it would just be just two main characters and then that's it. Or it could just be that she's really pretty and they just need her in every episode because she does that same exact gasping face every time that she's surprised of everything that she's seeing. And then Sabimaru, just because he's there, he's cool. He's iPad kid.
When her arm turned gold, that freaked me out a little bit. I honestly actually had a thought that she'd have that for the rest of the show.
Wow. I see it.
I saw people in the chat thinking she was gonna die here. There's no way. I thought she was gonna have it gold for the rest of the show, and they would find a way to like use it as a weapon or something. I don't know.
That would be crazy if she died here to a third of a monster. That would be crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the way she was like lugging her arm around, also, I think it's because she's so little. It just looked really gross to me. I don't know. But yeah, look how fluffy he looks.
Oh, I was saying to Blastex the entire time, or the two times that we saw this live and with the subs, that this is just Saber right here. This is just Saber.
Yeah.
And you didn't say anything about it, but do you know why I'm saying that this is just Saber?
Because he's red. Because he's a book.
Because he's red and he's a fantasy book. And he's a book about Kamen Rider. You see the grasshopper right there. So it's pretty much just Saber.
Ouch.
It's pretty much just Saber. I'm calling it right now. Saber cameo.
What's the name of the book?
Fantasy
Almighty.
It's gonna be a ska book.
This was also weird. These shots back and forth of them talking to each other like this. Just so much negative space.
Yeah.
And I get the artistic intent behind it. I get when you make shots like this. It's just there's so much negative space. And you're making the viewer shift where they're looking at constantly. I don't know if a good show that makes.
I'm gonna hypothesize a little bit as that they were trying to do like an anime type moment where it's like them full body on the side and then their face sort of lit on the other side.
You can't just make shit up to try to...
No, I know. I'm just trying to salvage anything I can for these shots, man. This is a weird episode. But this is movie scenes. Movie scenes that we've been getting throughout the last couple episodes. This is one of them, where Kudo Rene meets Kudo Fuda.
Kudo?
Kudo.
I don't remember, honestly.
Me either.
She looks way bigger than him.
Does she?
Probably because of perspective. Because of where they are standing and stuff. Yeah.
It's weird because I'm looking at an angle, but I can see that, yeah.
He has been in the show a lot more than I thought he would be. For being a dead character.
Right.
Granted, he's back in flashbacks, but still, I didn't think this guy would be on the show as much as he has been. I like that right before it bites her arm, the teeth are already bloody.
That is very cool. I like that after she moves away from the Cerberus, there's no blood on her uniform.
Nothing.
No damage whatsoever.
Or that this even had to happen. This feels like an Inoue type thing, where this pain, quote unquote, fetish was in this episode.
Yeah.
Ring is fine. I think it's cool. I just don't like the back of it where it's open.
Yeah.
So that it looks like a toy ring that you get like at Dave & Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese. Whatever. What's this called again?
The Alchemist Driver.
Yeah.
The only thing I have to say about the ring is that it looks, like I said, like a definite toy. That they could solve that so quickly by making it not that porcelain white. Just make it a little bit darker or like a little bit like gold, like how her dad's ring is. I don't know.
I don't have a shot of it, but I think you could even fix it by having the back of it closed and having the ring silver or black, a different color than the rest of it. Because it all being white and then just a red arrow makes it look like it's a white piece of plastic.
Yep.
And they put a red cover on the arrow thing or whatever.
Absolutely. The belt itself, though, so cool looking. I know we don't really get into leaks and all that, or we don't really try to get into leaks here, but whenever it was showing up for what this Alchemist Driver was going to look like, they showed the handprints of the like the ring, the arrow, to show, you know, the association symbol, but that does not look like that at all. I mean,
I think it does. I see hands.
You see the hands, definitely, but like, I mean, I guess you could see that. It's very artistic. I do like it like that, where like this is not man-made. This, you know, the Alchemist Driver, there's something special to it. I do like that bit.
So I want to know where the hell this came from. I know in the movie it explains it, but it doesn't explain it here. They really want people to watch this movie in theaters. But we don't know much about where she got it. I mean, we know she got it from her dad, but where did this manifest? Maybe it was something that he had planned for her, like since she was little. Like, not maybe 01? No.
01.
Was there any? Oh, I guess maybe X-Aid had it when he was little. He was
patient zero.
He was going to be something in the future.
Emu, do you know why you can henshin without the need of the surgery?
The cards that she uses are pretty cool. I just don't like the lighting in this house, in this warehouse parking lot. It doesn't. It's holographic, right?
Yeah.
They look dim in this lighting. The sun being only 7 is wild.
So crazy.
Unicon being 3. It feels like both of these should be higher. But that's cool. Unicon and the sun are the cards she uses to henshin.
Yeah, this is. I want to know the explanations.
For why those cards?
Yeah, is it the sun can kill a unicorn?
No, are you doing build?
I'm doing build,
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know I got a picture of the little girl with her eyes closed. Oops. I just like the pose that Rene did.
Yeah, she has a really cool henshin. Really cool henshin. And the effects that they have right here, you know, with all the planets coming up and the Alchemist Driver having both a male and a female voice just sounds really cool.
It had a male voice?
Yeah, in the background. It's male and female at the same time.
Oh, I only heard female.
They say as above, so below in
I
English.
only heard female, yeah.
As above, so below, which is, if you know alchemy, that's the alchemist, not motto.
That's what she says whenever she does her alchemist stuff.
Yeah.
In the show.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Oh boy.
What?
This is a new suit, and I don't have strong opinions about it.
Okay.
How do you feel about this suit?
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Ayumi Shimizono is the stunt actress, which is really cool. Did I mention that last time?
You did.
Okay.
And I feel like they should have. I mean, obviously they knew that she was going to be in the suit, but incorporated more legs armor thing, just like how they did for Jean, where she has the one big boot that's really cool, and
she has two big boots.
It's true. With and her fights are all like kicking and all that, which the fight does have, and it looks really cool. Looks really nice.
Yeah, I don't want to compare this to Jean, mostly because Jean kicks ass. Like literally, she fights.
Yeah.
Majade, I feel like is gonna be more like an alchemist type user. I don't know what it is about this suit. I love white suits on tokusatsu characters. Is it the orange I'm not feeling? Is it the belt? I don't know what it is.
I'll tell you what it is. Doesn't look like it doesn't look like a Kamen Rider. It looks like a robot. It looks like more like a mecha than anything else.
That's because you like the Gundam unicorn guy thing.
I do, yes. That's what I've been thinking about this whole time. That the unicorn and like the helmet and the horn. Oh man, it's like the unicorn. Anyways, that's just me.
I just don't know what it is. I don't. Maybe I'm just. I haven't really been that hot on most of Gotchard's designs anyway. The fight that happens in this is okay as well. I'm not a big fan of it either. Especially a rider kick, if you can call it that.
Yeah. Magic kick.
That was weird. See, look, they're like two bumbling idiots that just do what they can to help. What is on her teeth? Whatever.
Huh. Oh, this is cool.
We get Fire Gotchard Aperescabo version.
Yeah. They just changed the chest.
Yeah. And the goggles.
Yeah.
God. Oh, yeah. Her, like, bobbing and weaving.
Yeah. And her levitation rider kick.
I think it's the dark blue with the white. I think if the blue was a little lighter, maybe that's what's bothering me.
Lighter?
Maybe the orange on her wrist? I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
Lighter, but not as light as Gotchard?
No.
Okay.
But not even Gotchard's is that light. It's also like Gotchard's is like blue-green kind of.
True.
And then, yeah, that thing loses and Renee gets the card and she heals the golden arm.
Oh yeah, and Atropos just goes away. Like as if they couldn't have done that the entire fight.
Yeah, she could have. So let me go ahead and say what I wanted to say about that then right here. I don't understand what they're going to do with this character. It's not something they haven't done before. But she is supposed to be really old, right? Because she's been around for a long time.
Right.
And she's been in that body or that size, shape, whatever form this whole time. Whenever Gotchard went back in time 10 years, she was there looking the exact same.
Right.
So you can infer she is X age. She's at least over 10.
Right.
And she's been around. This whole thing about her wanting to be her Renee's friend. Renee says something like, I know when I said that before, it was weird. I didn't even know why I was saying that. Now I know. I was like that when I was little.
Right.
So is she a little girl?
Is she? Is she?
But she's not, but she's gonna. I think they're gonna treat this relationship as a big sister, little sister thing.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of feels like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. Where they can treat her like an old, powerful being, while also she's a widow innocent go.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. That's weird to me, especially since she does legitimately have other sisters.
Yeah.
It's not like she's on her own being controlled by this dude to do stuff.
From what we saw from the beginning of the show, she was the leader. Like she was calling the shots.
Again, with two other ladies who are definitely older than her, but she's like running the show. Right. So she's probably older than them as well. I don't know what really they're going to be doing with in terms of handling this character arc. Like, I almost would have preferred it if she wasn't there when they went back in time 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like a new sister that was with them. And then from that you can extrapolate. Oh, she just joined them. Let's say she's 8 years old. 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And her bond isn't really that strong with this thing, and that's why Rene can like pull her out of it or something. I don't know. It just to me feels weird that they're going for the you want to be my friend, right? Because when I was little, I was like you, bitch. You're not. She's not little. She's old. I don't know. It just feels weird to me.
There's no.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say bitch, but
there's no way that you can go through this show and think that you can have a redemption arc for this character. This character is gonna perish.
watch, they will.
Yeah, that's just been the theme, which is terrible.
No, Aguilera.
I see that. But in Aguilera's case, she was actually brought up from a cultist.
What I described was Aguilera.
Yeah.
Where she was little when she joined, and she sort of got talked into it, roped into it, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of be what you could go for with her. And again, that was also weird too, though, because Jean is not that much older than Aguilera.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, because at least with Aguilera, we know she was a girl.
Right.
We know she was little, and we know she grew up. This lady, this child demon thing, I don't know. Not that we need an explanation, but
right. It would help
do.
a lot.
Yeah.
Contextually. But back to the salt.
I saw a thread today that had all of his wins and losses on Twitter.
Oh no.
Did you read it?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay. He has 15 fights.
Okay.
Guess how many wins?
2.
Guess how many losses? Well,
yeah.
13.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. I shouldn't say 15 because some of them did say indecisive, but 10 wins.
Hey.
5 losses. This whole thing of him being a fraud is only recency bias.
It does not feel like that.
Because people are dogging on him the second he starts to lose.
We've been dogging on him.
I dogged on him from the beginning.
Dogging him because he's fraudulent. Because he's a fraud.
It turns out, no, he's not. Like, he had the skills at the beginning. It's just people are tired of this character already. And his arc feels like it's going nowhere. And now, I guess recently, he's had 2 losses in a row, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
And even when Ichinose got Rex, he didn't really fight in that episode. It was an indecisive, according to the tweet. He was just surprised that X-Rex was able to do what he could do.
Right.
In terms of just score, he is not the worst. He's not a loser.
Jeez, I mean, if
people were just jumping on it because I don't know.
If those numbers are like accurate, then Rene's a fraud.
Why?
Just in the fights, she's had 2 fights. She's won 2 fights, but less experience.
No, that makes her better because less experience and she's won both her fights. Yeah. I'm not defending Spanner at all. I'm attacking the people attacking him.
Yeah, attacking the people that...
Spanner's boring character to me. I don't really care about him. But everybody jumping to say he's a fraud and everything while he's actually won more than he's lost, it's just weird to me. And I think I explained it because everybody's tired of the character already.
Mm-hmm.
And they want him to be an actual writer. And when he does become a writer, he's probably going to win that first fight, sure. But I don't know. We'll see.
Golly. People really want him to be a fraud. That's what I've been seeing the entire time. I mean, the first episode, if I can remember those tweets correctly, it's Gotchard, the teenager, and then this full-grown ass adult having beef with a high schooler.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been the narrative the entire series. Jeez, I did not know. That's pretty cool though. Crazy.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
It looks like the sisters are going to turn on him. been getting that hint for a little while. This was a one-parter episode for Majade.
Yes.
Where she henshined, debuted in the show properly and everything. Meanwhile, we've been saying it a lot. Every episode of this has been a two-parter. It looks like the next episode preview that we got, giving the two-parter for Kamen Rider Valverad.
Yes.
Death
of the two-parters.
You can say this episode maybe was a two-parter to the movie because there's so much of the movie in this episode. But definitely the last episode was a two-parter. The before that was two. I feel like this next one's gonna be two-parter, especially with what we see him in the chains and everything. I wish they had drawn this out a little bit. Even I said it when I compared it to Jean, but Jean got a two-parter. Where she tried to henshin, it didn't work, and almost killed her.
True.
And the next episode, she came back and boss bitched that motherfucker.
I really want to give recency bias, like the excuse here. I want to say that for everything because recently you and I have been talking about rewatching Build and about how that was like good, but when we were watching it, it was all right. It was eh. And then we think about going back to it, and it's like, oh wow, the show is actually all right.
No, I thought it was fine while we were watching it. It's just one thing soured the whole thing for me. Was the explanation for why the bottles were matched.
Yeah,
that killed it almost entirely for me.
And I hope that this could do that.
Killed it?
No. That maybe next year or the year after that, or whenever we can look back at this and be like, hey, maybe it was okay.
I've been thinking about Gotchard in terms of where it lands with the other Rider series we've seen. I think it's novel that with this season, and then even while I was having this thought process, it went against it. But this season feels like it's actually a startup Rider, where especially with this little kitchen Ichinose group that they have, where everything is starting from scratch, where we're seeing the home base from scratch. When we're 18 episodes in. 19 episodes in, and like now we're getting a home base. It feels like it's one of the Riders where we're not just hitting the ground running like in Geats. The games have been going on for a while. Gotchard comes in and he's just doing Gotchard shit. Geats comes in, he's just doing Geat shit immediately, first episode.
Like Revice
was the beginning.
Yeah.
But the demons were already a thing and everything.
And they were all demons the entire time.
Who?
The kids. They were the sons of the demons.
Oh, yeah. And
Saber, where the association has been there forever. And
they were little kids and they had an event when they were little kids and everything.
Yeah.
And then 01 had an event when he was a little kid. But this feels like the events are happening now. Feels like. But then we did get that flashback for when Gotchard was a little kid. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even when I was thinking about this, like, maybe that's why Gotchard feels so weird, because this is like from scratch type stuff we're learning. Like Kuga.
Yeah.
Kuga effectively was like the first Kamen Rider.
Right.
In this, like, now continual universe, even though they don't really connect to each other. Kuga, a lot of them were like doing what they could without having really information on anything.
Right.
Nowadays, when you get like a first Rider in the show, he would say, "Oh, I'm a Kamen Rider." Like not that Kamen Rider is a known quantity in the universe of Kamen Rider shows, but you becoming that kind of hero is like, yeah, that's the hero I am, or whatever. And that was my brain trying to settle for what Gotchard is, where they're like starting out from scratch and everything.
No, I hear that.
But then again, like I said, as I was thinking about it and like actually looking at what I was thinking about, it's not.
It contradicts itself.
Yeah, because the Kemi stuff has all been there for a long time, and we don't really know where that actually came from, except from that weird world. The bad guys, we don't really know shit about them, where they came from or anything.
And Ichinose himself, apparently he's like a magic boy.
Yeah, he knew chemistry, alchemy when he was little too. So I don't know. I don't know why I had that thought, and I was like, man, this would be really nice if they did this and this for it. But
yeah,
again, I can't make up shit to make the show make more sense.
That is true.
To make it more palatable.
I could do like a whole 2-hour analysis and explanation on Kuga's setting, just like how you said right there, where like it's starting from a brand new thing. And it's like new era, new beginnings. That's what Kuga was in that, you know. Yep. He's by himself. Obviously, he has his reporter friend and the archaeologist, but in the world, he is categorized as a villain, as part of the villains, and the police officers are always in this point of like, do we kill him? Do we save him? Do anything? It's always like the startup like that. But
even with Kuga,
yeah,
the power he uses is ancient, right? It comes from something. It's an established thing.
It comes from the original Kuga, which is power from which is power from the Grongi, the Gorongi, which are, you know, the villains of the series.
Okay, I trust. I believe you.
That is to say, this episode is weird. I liked it though.
Yeah, it was interesting. Man, maybe it's because we haven't seen the movie. I bet if we had seen the movie and then seen this episode, I'd like this episode more. But her first tension did not hit as well as I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's also because I'm not the biggest Udo Rene fan either.
True.
She's not my favorite female writer on this show. Not my favorite female character on the show, I should say.
You know, the way you were talking about like the slapstick characters with the Money Girl and iPad Kid, that part of them, the titles that I just gave them, that's never been explained. That's only been ever alluded to or like talked about in passing. That tablet, the reason he has that, like, what is that? It's an AI. Who made that? Why does he have that? Can that talk for him? Is that a part of him? That's all just questions that I have right now, because I legitimately have not thought deeply about these characters at all.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm glad Kudo Rene had development in this episode. Like, a lot.
That was actually my other question about this episode. Man, we talked a lot about Gotchard this week. What kept her from henching? And what did she learn to get her to henshin?
Right.
What made her grow to get to a point where she could henshin? Honestly. Like, the episode was about her being a rule freak.
Uh-huh.
Is that what kept, like, is it because she broke the rule to help save her enemy?
The context of us watching the movie, we need it, because that could very well be it. Like, she has like a moral standing that she needs to get over in order to get that alchemist driver.
I think they fumbled on having her debut in the movie versus the show. I'll say that. Yeah. I think that was the biggest mistake, because in other movies of these,
in other series of these,
in other movies, other versus Kamen Rider movies, they usually debut a new form for the main rider, not a new rider. They usually debut a new form, not a new rider. So, and the new form, it sort of just exists in the movie, and you don't ever really see it in the show. Or if it does show up in the show, it's like, oh yeah, that form I used in the movie, and you don't really need more of an explanation than that. I think I'm gonna call it. They messed up having her debut in the movie versus the show.
I hear that.
And maybe it's just our input because we saw this here in America, and if we lived in Japan, we would have seen the movie.
True.
And I'm sure other Japanese people that had chance to watch the movie and got to watch the show, I'm sure maybe they're satisfied with how this played out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it just feels weird. I don't know. And that's how it ends.
Nice.
Did you have anything else for this episode?
I do like that. Like I said, it feels like they're starting off from, they're just kids, even though not really. I do like that they have their own base, and it's the Kichinichi Nose Alliance. I love that it's just like they're kids. Obviously, they work with what they got, and the kids that are there, they work there because that's where their base is, and everyone's happy that they're there. But also that it's like they're trying to do something with what they have and what they got.
Yeah,
I do like that sort of storyline. But that was pretty much it. Overall, I give this episode 4 The Suns out of 10. The Suns.
You've been rating these, huh?
I have, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take another break.
Yeah.
When we get back, we're gonna talk about King-Ohger. We'll be right back. And we're back. Ooh, look at that bicep. Let's go, Ran. We're talking about King-Ohger now.
King-Ohger, episode 45, Heirs to the King.
I'm serious. You looked at me weird. You don't see her bicep popping out right there?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I see it.
What'd you think of the episode?
I liked it a lot. I'm liking the slapstick Sentai homages that we're getting. I like how they keep adding that bit by bit. Even though this is like a really serious show, I do like that they're having fun with it and where they can have fun with it.
What slapstick stuff?
The way they turn into kids, like them turning into babies, or like comedic stuff, rather.
Yeah.
Where they turn into kids, and where obviously Rita and like had the little frozen. She was frozen. She had all the heaters next to her, and Kaguragi got burned. He was all red with the ice and all that. I do like that. It's very comedic. An Oni. Yeah. And I do like that. We are setting up for endgame stuff in that we are getting all of their final attacks or final moves and all that. And we're learning why that they need them and how they can better themselves as a team and individually with those powers that they now have.
Yeah, I think it's really fun and interesting that they are... Okay. My theory is that by the end of all this, they're all going to become gods.
Right.
They're going to become their own deity of their country, because they are setting up for a successor. That's what this whole episode was about.
Yeah.
How Gira has Gira's plan is we gotta stop being on the defensive. We're gonna go for it. And everybody's in agreement. So if they're gonna go for it, means they're gonna go for an attack. Go after Doug Dead. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
If they even survive it, I'm sure they'll be fine. But they have to consider these stakes and everything. So in this episode, we explore Kaguragi and Rita's successors, which is
Suzume,
Morphina, and Suzume. Morphonia, excuse me, and Suzume. There they are.
I love Morphonia as a character, even more so now. Discovering that she's the daughter of criminals, and that she was born in prison. That's crazy. And that she got out, and that she went to law school with Rita together.
Yeah. She's Talia al Ghul.
That's crazy. That is legitimately the best thing ever. And she's the only retainer from the King-Ohgers that is in line to be the successor. Yeah, she's the only one, which makes her the best. It is crazy.
Well, Suzume was,
but she's not the retainer.
Oh, right. Well, isn't Blue Guy?
Yeah.
What was his name? Isn't it Kai? No.
Kami.
Kaiji?
Kaijiki.
Not Kaijiki.
Well, yeah, I love Morphonia's just that in herself. That character is like that, set up to be that way. This is Rita's like forever person.
Kyokara.
Kyokara. He could very well be the successor for Yanma.
Yeah, he might be.
Jump scare
outside. I loved it. What was the name of the episode?
Heirs to the King.
I like saying it whenever the episode title's on.
Yeah, it's nice.
No, but seriously, when this happened, when I was watching it, it did jump scare me because we're outside. We have the sun lighting them.
Isn't that weird?
Rene came out and put out the sun Gotchard Kemi.
Hell yeah.
I'm happy we're near the end of the series where we're getting stuff like this. Earlier this week, we're not gonna get too into it. There was a leaked photo of Boom Booger filming.
What?
They're outside.
Oh man.
Yeah. So we're going back outside, folks.
Well, I mean that was kind of like a given, right? I mean they're race car drivers. I mean they have the race car suits and all that, right?
That doesn't mean they gotta be outside.
Yeah, I mean I guess you're right.
Yeah, these are bugs, and they're not outside.
True.
Anyway, yeah. So this is them. Basically, okay, their powers are being unlocked. They have to like hone them so they can work together to defeat Doug Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Daddy. I just want to say that this is a really cool part of the episode that like Morphonia Stamp say like, all right, this is the Six Kingdom Alliance. Let's test all this shit out before we do it for real. And I do love that because this reminds me of back in the day whenever I first got into Sentai. You loved Kyoryuger because they did this in some of the episodes where like they got to play with some of the batteries and all that, and that's why you loved that show.
Well, that's not why. A lot of stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, oh, Kyoryuger is like a really cool show. They get to like actually do the things that if you were in that situation, you would do. Mm-hmm. And just like this, where they get to like play around with what they have. I love that so much.
So we knew Kaguragi's was fire, and it was cool just to see him do it. We've seen him do the fire on his sword as his finisher a lot. So it's cool that he has fire. And then she has ice powers, of course. It's funny that these two were the established ones who had their powers. And I think one of them, I think Jeremy says their powers can destroy their own kingdoms or something like that.
Yeah, because you can freeze the crops and you can burn the snow.
But that's why the powers were split up, because it was one person got split up and everything. Yeah, there he goes, looking like an Oni.
Goodness gracious.
What?
That's just, what's his name from Street Fighter?
Hakan?
Hakan.
No.
This
is an Oni.
Needs to be oiled up.
This is an Oni.
Scary looking dude.
There was some behind the scenes pictures that Yuzuki took on her Instagram with her wearing this. They're pretty good pictures. Very cute.
I want that so bad.
What?
The Mofan Snuggie. It looks so cool. Like legit.
It looks hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have as much criticism for this episode as I did for Gotchard.
Yeah.
Now we're just looking at the pictures and being like, oh yeah, that was nice. That was fun.
It's really hard to do like criticism on this when it's just peak and we're like in the end game, so everything is just like peak.
Yeah. I took a picture of this because she wanted to suck. She wanted the finger to kiss the blood.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. He's trying to do it himself. And I thought that was funny. And it gives more life and character to these characters that we've been following for 40 plus episodes.
Right.
Because they've been with each other for so long and they can do this sort of stuff. Not that this was improvised, but whenever you have a show like Rider or Sentai, when you get so familiar with these characters, you can see when the actors take advantage and like continue the character past whatever may or may not be written on the script. So it was funny seeing this in the background. Kaguragi reacting to it like, man, she really likes this dude.
Wait. This is not for fake. This is for real.
And there she is, taking the beam, and then Morphonia also taking the beam. But yeah, this episode is about. It flips the perspective for the two, Morphonia and Suzume, where Morphonia is like doubtful about taking over, and then when you go back to her mind 10 years ago, thanks to this guy, she doesn't want anything to do with it. Suzume doesn't want it anymore, and she 10 years ago was ready to take over Tofu.
Right.
So because of this monster, again, a problem is solved because of the monster, or issues are discussed because of the monster. They sort of are able to confront that stuff. I still don't know what he is when he's a little guy like that.
I've been trying to think about it this whole time. Because the way that it's not just in egg form, it's like elongated.
Yeah.
Where it looks like could be a moth.
I think it's an egg, like a bug egg. Yeah. Like a moth egg. I don't know.
Goodness gracious.
And then the three heroes are shot. I always like whenever red, blue, and yellow are involved in something, because that is the Sentai team in my head. Red, blue, yellow.
There they go. They're all babies.
Oh, this was great. Hilarious. Yanma continually hitting his thing. It's tomboy, just over and over again. That was really funny. And I also like the different binkies that they have. Because Rand's is super, like, it has diamonds on it and shit.
Yeah.
It's
all elegant.
But this way they could do the time baby thing again, but without getting the baby actors. They still have the same actors, but they're just acting as it was their mind. Sure.
Oh, she's down for real.
Suzume?
Yeah, Suzume is down for real.
To kill him, yeah.
As soon as the mindset 10 years earlier, they're in the cage together. Murder immediately.
Now, what's weird is, so what we saw 17 years ago, whenever the incident happened where Kaguragi became king of his country, she was also the same actress.
17?
15 for the calamity, then 2 years.
That's right.
She was also the same actress. So we're supposed to believe, she was in high school or whatever.
Yeah.
But that means, again, this is 17 years later. Her mind here is 10 years before.
Oh.
So she was of right mind whenever she made these deals with Kaguragi to, like, do whatever they're doing. It's weird that she's, like, out in the open trying to kill this dude in front of everybody. I get it, but you're not a kid. Like, the others are being babies and everything, that they're babies. You're not. You're at least 20, maybe?
Maybe.
If you're like, no, that's too much, because you're supposed to be in high school. But still, you're not a fucking baby. I don't know why you're trying to kill everybody. You kill this dude in front of everybody. In front of Rita, even. And I'm sure you know who Rita is.
Morphonia.
No, Rita.
All right.
Because she's the grand judge or whatever.
Kaguragi, whenever he says, like, oh, Suzume is her mental has been aged, he says no less than 10 years ago. That could mean anything.
Yeah.
That could mean anything.
Still, she should be of right mind to not try and kill this dude in front of everybody.
Definitely. This should be like no less than 20 years or something.
But she knows who this dude is, and I don't know. I don't know. Not that any of that really matters, because the point of this is that it's supposed to convey the stark contrast of how she was towards him at the beginning of this episode to now. Beginning of this episode, she was very lovey-dovey towards him. The whole reason this exists is so that we can see, oh, she's not right. She wants to kill this dude now. That's the whole point. This is conveyed, and it got conveyed. It's just weird that she's trying, like I said, kill this dude for everybody.
She's down for real.
Gira shouting, do as I say, and then it basically calling Kuagan was cool.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Because there's the soul in him or whatever, the soul gem. And then it going away after Reckless tells me, hey, I'm fine. That was cool too. I did like the extended stare between Rita and Kaguragi. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Like, actually, I didn't get a picture of it.
I thought you were gonna get a picture of what I thought was like a really cool, like looking Rita, where Rita looks back or looks up towards the shoe god, and it's just the one eye like as wide as can be, like death stare at Kuwagan. I thought, oh Jesus.
Yeah, I should have.
The acting is A1 as always. Especially for whenever they're acting like kids, man. They're crying and like their emotions.
Yeah.
It's A1, dude.
The acting in this series has been amazing. Of course.
Yep.
Gotta get Rita screaming every time. But yeah, this was cool. Like you had mentioned, Morphonia being a escape artist.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice.
Which had been partially alluded to in previous episodes, but is now like
it explains why she was able to break into. Although anybody could do that with all those fucking tools she had.
True.
This is fun. Where we get a cross-examination of their two successors in the different regions.
Mm-hmm.
Unfair that Morphonia gets to pig out and Suzume is just there.
Morphonia gets all this nice food and like the weather that she's always wanted, and Suzume is just like literally on trial.
I do also like that, again, we've been with these characters for 40 episodes. They've been with each other as a group for over 2 years. When Rita says, if she had followed through with that plan to kill him, she would be tried and everything. And he's like, really? Judging now? And then later on in the conversation, like 3 lines later, he says something like, well, I've got kind of a plan. And she goes, really? Scheming now?
Yeah.
Like they're able to bite at each other like that. And that's really fun because, again, they have that history with each other.
I love the synergy between these guys.
Yeah, I thought they'd have more. When we first were introduced to them, remember they both were like, not that Rita was at Rackless's heel, but Kaguragi definitely was.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like that both of them were not really part of the team the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Bye Gokan.
Man, she's like the best character ever, huh? She's like the best ever.
Yeah, there's some really good shots in this episode too.
Man,
like Gotchard, sit down.
Who directed this episode?
I'm not sure. You should have it there.
Hiro Yuki Kato.
Click on it and see what other episodes of King-Ohger they've done. Oh, it's raining outside.
They've done a lot
Of King-Ohger?
of everything. Oh my god.
Oh, hurry, because I don't want the power to go out while we're recording this.
From 9, 10, 11, 18, 19, 24, 25, 26, 34, 35, 36,
Okay,
41,
so they know what they're doing.
46. Yeah. They know.
Okay.
And Dawn Brothers a whole bunch. They've done a lot.
Yeah, they have a usual cast of people to do episodes.
A good director.
See?
Ooh, man. Anime as hell, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
the director, and speaking about anime as hell, any anime? Not that I see.
Probably, though.
Yeah, probably. Good job, Kato.
Thank you.
Director. Goodness, this episode is... It really... It develops in that it adds to the power system, but it also passively adds to the characterization of Suzume and Morphonia, which we haven't really seen in the series.
You know what really helps King-Ohger so far? And I've known this, I just haven't really...
Wow.
It's been one writer.
Yeah, it has.
I think we've mentioned that maybe.
Uh-huh.
But it has been one writer for all this and the summer movie. And that helps so much. Have a more concise, specific view for what you want to do in your series.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's been doing a great job. Let's hope.
Absolutely.
Let's hope the higher ups see that too. But usually, whenever somebody writes a really good Sentai series, they give them a writer. So,
oh wow,
we'll see what happens to this dude.
Okay, Toei.
Because writer makes more money, I guess.
Which is crazy.
I have a whole thing about that I would love to talk about.
Which is absolutely insane.
Way later.
Yeah.
But it might just be because of appeal. People like lone heroes more than they like teams.
People like
teams,
people like the mysterious cool guy, as opposed to like the family friendly team helping each other out.
I don't think Don Brothers is family friendly for shit. But
it's goofy.
It's something. It's a team thing versus a one guy can do it thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we saw how Saber ended. Let's go. Let's keep talking about King-Ohger.
Oh no.
This fight was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Lightsabers.
Again, if I did a GIF, I would definitely do the GIF of this fight here, where they're both just tearing up this dude, in tandem. Really cool. Again, you can see the years of working together that you got here. It's really nice.
And you don't need because they're tearing into this guy so much, you don't need an explanation as to how or why. They've already gotten 3 god level power ups, so they can take this guy. And it's no question of if they can, but it's now at the end, should they? Now
they're scared of killing him, that there'd be another Doug dead inside of it.
Right.
That's rightful. Like, that's good. That you're right to be scared of that. So their solution in this episode is to freeze him like the other things that were frozen on this planet. Brody, the past king, and
the past sovereign.
The past sovereign, yeah. Brody was. No, she wasn't. No. I was gonna say Jeremy's mom.
Yeah, the mom. No,
she wasn't. But yeah, that's what they decided to do to this guy, which tells me he's gonna be a threat in a versus movie, which we'll talk about later. This was a cool shot. You'll recognize it from the thumbnail.
Yes.
This was also nice. Just their realization. So we sort of knew where they were coming from, what they wanted at the beginning of this episode, and then this whole thing where they're talking to them sort of solidifies their stance. Morphonia didn't feel like she was equipped or ready to be the next sovereign of Gokhan. But Kaguragi tells her, Rita has faith in you. She knows you can do it. That's why you're chosen. And she sort of gets herself together. And then Suzume, her dream is to marry somebody she loves.
Yeah, she said that I have a little childish dream that I want to get married.
And that's what, Rita tells her, Kaguragi, actually, that's what he wants from you too. So my only thing about this is, unfortunately, it leaves Kaguragi with nobody to take over in case something happens. But I'm sure that one of those...
the retainers?
Not retainer. I mean, that's what it is, but...
stagehands.
Yeah.
Kuros. Yeah, Kuro.
They have a name.
The Daikuro.
That one has a name. Yeah.
Daikoro, I think.
Is it?
But yeah, I do like that aspect of, it's them obviously believing in themselves and having the change that they need to be. And obviously they've already learned that in the past however many years that, they regressed. But it is really heartwarming to see that.
Kuroda.
Huh?
Kuroda.
To see Morphonia go from a person that was born in prison to then go to law school and then become the sovereign of the nation. That's awesome. Best character ever. Best plot development. And Suzume, she's just down for real. And she's the brother of sister of the king, and also was the one that pushed Kaguragi to become what he is today. So that really shows a lot of that character. and their growth in that.
Yeah. This looked cool. I think what Rita did was freeze him, and what he did was protect them from the freeze, right? Because if Rita freezes too much or too long, she gets frozen too, which is what happened to the past sovereign. But he was able to stop that from happening because of his fire powers, which is, again, in tandem. I don't know why the ice had to look so anime.
Yeah. I thought the video was messing up because before it looked like that. You could see the white flashes and like the light blue glares like in random parts of the body as it started to grow. But then it turned into this, which is like, okay, that's a way of doing it.
Something, yeah.
For sure.
Exactly. Whatever, that's fine. Like I said, I think he's going to be a threat later on. This was fun, just as Rackless is tossing his little brother up in the air. Like
which is crazy, for one.
Oh, you could definitely wired. But it's still fun that's a thing that they did. I thought this was funny too. Ohio. He just keeps rolling with the punches. Jeremy's great. Look at the diamonds on her binky.
Jeremy loves trolling Yanma.
Oh my god, there's a bear on her binky. Are there bears in this universe?
Is that a bear?
Yeah.
Hey man, they got water bears.
Oh shit, you're right. But also his helmet, one of the Nikospa's headsets had cat ears. So are there, yeah. I don't want to think too much about that shit.
Animals in King-Ohger. Let's get into that discussion.
I love that Ran is using her hair, her actual hair, so much more.
Yeah.
Than the wigs she would wear at the beginning of the series. Excuse me.
I gotta say, the regular hair, that is a really great touch, but the extensions that they have really accentuate that. Okay, this is still like Rita thing. A Ran thing. Yeah. It looks really nice. Yeah. Now we see Tombo with his blonde hair. I really want to know why he did that. There has to be something. Has to be, please.
Just to change it up. He's got long hair though. He needs to cut that shit.
True.
I've been looking at pictures of him like past episodes. That's crazy.
Oh, you know what? He could go full delinquent. Blonde mullet.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, Morphonia accepting that Rita has confidence in her. Another just cool shot of them realizing what they want and what they're gonna get.
Whoa!
Jump scare.
I do want to say that I like the progression of Morphonia and Rita at the same time, because it's Rita who says to Morphonia, you said we were going to be together forever. And I thought that was really heartwarming that Rita is very vulnerable now.
Go ahead, sorry.
In that she can display these feelings, because that's obviously what Morphonia said before, in that people want you to be a person.
Was that the movie she said that, or the Idol episode?
It was Idol episode.
It was the Idol episode?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like, this show is just filled with great moments. This is a really good Sentai. I hope I don't want that sword. They closed the pre-orders. They opened up pre-orders for second batch.
Oh my god, from China?
No.
Oh, still from Japan?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
When I say they, I mean
Collectibles.
Toei.
Oh, Toei.
Yeah, Toei doesn't decide when pre-orders close.
Oh, okay.
So, watch me make bad decisions.
Yeah, on camera.
Give me money, guys.
Live on the air.
This was definitely a good episode. I'm very excited for next week. It's going to be a Himeno Ran episode with Jeremy. And Grody, I think, is going to get his comeuppance. We have... What episode is this number? Is this again?
This is 45.
It's 45. So we have 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 5 more episodes to go.
Yep.
Grody might bite it in this next episode.
Hopefully.
So that's 46. 47 and 48 I could see being Kame Jim.
Okay. Since he's been such a long-running player, he needs to putter.
49, 50, Doug Dad. Or Kame Jim gets 1 episode, and Doug Dad is the last 3. Either way, We're almost there.
I could definitely see Doug Dad being the last 4. For some galactic reason, just last 4. A really drawn out Dragon Ball Z style.
There's 5 episodes left.
Yeah.
And you think the next episode is going to be Kamen Jim and Grody taken care of?
Right. Just in some way, shape, or form. And then Doug Dad.
You really think that?
I hope. I'm hoping for that possibility. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but wouldn't it be cool to have this such grand scheme villain that's already died come back again and can do literally anything? Have like a 4-parter?
No, that's too much.
Did he be drawn out too much?
Yes, God, yes. I think you're just talking.
No, dude. I like the Dragon Ball Z episodes where the fight takes like.
You're alone.
4 episodes.
You're alone in that.
I like it.
So the next episode looks like it's Grody's gonna get his comeuppance, and Ran, rightfully so, will get her shot at him. Well, I guess, and like I said, Jeremy too, because he resurrected his mom.
Yeah.
What beef did I think Ran had with Kamejim?
Ran had with Kamejin was that the shapeshifter.
Yeah.
But that. No, yeah, that he took over the kingdom and that he.
Right. He
poisoned her.
But that's nothing compared to Grody.
Yeah, Grody's like.
Grody's definitely got to get it.
Ran is the way that she is because of Grody.
Yeah.
Like in 1000%.
Yeah, that's the kind of show this is. I'm looking forward to each episode.
Yeah.
And then Balvarad probably gonna get a 2-parter where he gets his proper rider
belt.
suit, and I don't really care.
Yeah, it's fraudulent.
But again, it's always hard because we've had more time with King-Ohger, so it feels more earned. It feels like a better journey.
It's also a different type of writing style where they made a novel and then they made the episodes, whereas Rider they're doing it as they go.
They made a novel.
Yeah, man, they finished this. They finished King-Ohger like probably before they started shooting.
I'm sure Gotchard's finished as well.
You think so?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they're already talking about what's going to be the next season. I'm sure. I read that they plan out 2 years in advance for what's Boom Butcher's next, but they're already in the planning stages for what's after that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure Gotchard is already. They have an idea of where they're going to take it, and they're already talking about whatever's after that. So we'll see.
I just want a really good, wrapped in a tight little bow conclusion to a Sentai, please.
Not like Dawn Brothers? Let's hope Dawn Brothers ends right.
Dawn Brothers is forever.
Let's talk about what's next. I liked this episode a lot. It started off with us not talking much about it. We were just admiring the pictures because the episode was so good.
Right.
But we're here. We finished it, and it's nice. Do you have anything else for the episode?
No, I give this episode 5 passed down treasures out of 5.
I thought you were gonna say Mofun.
Oh! I give this episode 6 Mofans out of 5.
Wow. Okay, cool. So after the episode ended, they went into some announcements on Twitter and stuff. They showed off. We knew about this coming, but they showed off the Neji Ranger Shoto Super.
Oh my god!
It looks so sick. Pre-orders are now up. This is a bad financial decision I'm going to make. I'm sorry. I have every Super Shoto, so except for Biohunter Silva and the Wolf guy from Power Ranger. That's neither here nor there. This looks sick. This is so cool. One of the things from the blog that they pointed out to this is there are no stickers. No stickers on the weapons.
Wow.
No stickers on the figures. They are done deal figures. So hype.
What does that do to the price point?
It is the same as the Mega Ranger set.
Wow.
Yeah. The thing with the Mega Rangers is they do have a couple extra accessories. These guys don't really have many accessories.
It's just the suits.
No, they have accessories, just not as many.
Oh, I see.
But the Mega Rangers have the little gliders that they on theirs. They don't have gliders. The Nezzy Rangers don't. But look at them. They look so sick. I can't wait for this set. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. So,
The molding.
yeah, they all look so sick. And that's also helped them as well. These guys are all the exact same. Their helmets are all the same. It's just different paint.
Mm-hmm.
With Mega Ranger, the helmets do change. And then, of course, the girl bodies.
Why am I not remembering?
Silver?
Yeah.
That was a... You should really watch Mega Ranger. But there are only officially 5 regular ones. But they made a silver one that Mega Silver pretended to be to confuse him.
Oh.
There's even a shot in the episode where he takes the helmet off and you see Mega Silver's like human face wearing that suit.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, in the blog also there's a shot of that scene where it's the 5 Mega Rangers and then Neji Silver, but he's on their side because he's not actually Neji. Yeah. I don't remember what else I put for end of the news stuff, so I can preface it. Okay, yeah. Also on Twitter they announced 2 new Versus movies.
Oh my god. Oh.
Ambrose versus King-Ohger.
All right.
Very excited for this. King-Ohger versus Dombrose and King-Ohger versus Kyoryuger.
Oh, look at him. It's the real deal right there. It's not the fake man. It's the real deal.
Yeah, all 6 Kyoryugers are coming back. But first, I wanted to cover this screenshot. Sonoi is still dead.
Right.
We talked about it on this podcast. We did cover that movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is cool. Very excited. Rackless is not part of the team.
Right. So what does that mean?
Who knows where he is? But we do see Sononi and Sonoza with the Dom brothers because they're part of the team. Murasame is also not here. This could just be a shot they did
just for promotion.
On the green screen thing. This looks like that heaven hell place that they went to in the movie.
I thought that this was it. This is the heaven hell place.
So somebody theorized that the Dom brothers are here to get Sonoi.
Oh, that would be nice.
To bring him back to human world. That is the new Taro. It's not the original Taro.
Right, it's not Momo.
No, it's Momotaro, but it's not the one from the regular show. You know how he rebooted?
Yes.
This is the reboot Momotaro.
I see.
And then in the movie that we saw, he was brought back from that reboot also. He also has black hair. This is what we in the community call versus hair. Whenever they have a versus movie and somebody comes back after they've already doing other stuff, a lot of times they come back with different hair because they're not tied to the show anymore.
Heck yeah.
So it's called versus hair. So excited. We're getting more Don Brothers shit.
Yeah, we're getting more Don Brothers.
Let's go. Don Brothers is my shit. I doubt this is going to actually have any conclusion to Don Brothers proper. But I did see that the writer for this movie is the same writer for King-Ohger, so it'll at least be canonical to what's going on with King-Ohger.
That is exciting, actually.
Inoue unfortunately did not have anything to do with the Don Brothers part of this movie, which maybe that's good. But yeah, I can't wait to see these stupid dumbasses interact with each other. So yeah, somebody else also pointed out, as we saw from that teaser, they're in a weird area, weird space place. It looks like in the Don Brothers part of the poster, it has something to do with space, maybe. In the Kyoryuger part of it, it might have something to do with time.
Oh, look at that.
And that might have something to do with Prince Daigoro.
Right. King Kyoryu Red.
Yes. He might be in the movie. We don't know yet. And then, of course, at the end of the trailer, new toys. So it's going to be one Blu-ray that has both movies on it. There's a special edition that comes with that crown. There's another special edition that comes with that gun.
Mm-hmm.
If you want both toys, you got to get the Blu-ray twice, basically.
No.
Yeah.
So you got to pick your team?
No, you get both. You get two. TJ, Tony, excuse me. I have 6 Ready to Be albums in this house right now.
Wow.
6 of that CD in this house. You don't want that. What you want is the thing that comes with it.
Right.
I have, the twice photo cards.
Uh-huh.
That's what I want, and the posters and stuff. That's what I want. I don't have anywhere to play a CD. That's not the same thing as this. Although,
yeah,
if you're getting these because you want the toys, you likely have a Toy Tokusatsu fan club subscription, and you can probably just watch this streaming on there. You don't need the Blu-ray either.
Definitely.
So it's just that kind of thing where you don't really need that. You're pretty into the same Blu-ray, but you want the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Before I move on from the movies, I have a bit of sad news. It turns out it's going to be the 2 movies. It's double billed, so you want to watch one after the other.
Uh-huh.
Not that they're connected or anything, but combined total time of 55 minutes.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Really short specials.
Yeah.
This is 22 minutes each.
Yeah.
That's like just a normal episode. Wow.
It's a big bummer because traditionally it's like an hour at least.
Yeah.
For a versus movie. So we're getting short Don Brothers movie and then a short Kyoryuger movie. But at least with Kyoryuger, the main cast is there. We got this news last night. We went to bed. I woke up, turned my computer on, and I saw this.
Whoa!
This is from his personal Instagram. He's back.
Oh my god. Where were you in King-Ohger?
And they're outside. Sorry.
Where were you in King-Ohger, bro?
But he hasn't posted anything on his Instagram officially proper since December 30th, 31st.
Lord.
And this is on his story. It wasn't even on like a post. It was his story.
Oh, wow.
He's back. I'm so mad that he wasn't back in the show.
Yeah.
Whatever reason that was.
Him and Utsumimaru.
Utsumimaru. That also made, because he's in my favorite 6th.
Right.
That also upset me. But just this is enough to. He's back. He's back. This is probably because they just re-released those jackets to sell.
Oh, did they?
That's probably because that looks so clean. That's probably a new version of that. Yeah. And they're gonna be in theaters in April, so we'll get spoilers around then. And they're not gonna be on Blu-ray DVD until I think August.
Jeez, we'll be at
Let me see.
We'll be at PMC and we're gonna watch the subs.
Could you imagine if they like plan like a screening?
That would be nice.
Sick.
That would be sick. We should email PMC about it, guys, as a community.
I like that in this poster, King-Ohger and Momotaro. King-Ohger. Kugara-Ohger and Momotaro. King-Ohger's like striking at him. What's Momotaro doing? Not a damn thing. He's just posing. Because Momotaro's godlike. He's just like holding his top knot and like looking at him. Like mean mugging the shit out of him. It's really funny.
This can't be like the same shot, right? This has to be 2 different shots.
Yeah, definitely. Most likely.
But that's Momotaro energy.
Oh, yeah.
All the way.
He should definitely be holding his sword up there on the top hand. And then down here, that's more like a, hey, kids, watch this movie.
Yeah.
Type advertisement. But yeah. Let's go. I wish what I really wanted last year was Don Brothers and King-Ohger interacting.
Yeah.
Just because that's dumb. That'd be really, really dumb. But King-Ohger makes too much sense for it not to happen. All the actors' names are down here. I think I got this poster before it was fixed, but they forgot to put Jiro's actor in here. Which
that's so sad.
That's, you know what? But it's on brand.
That
like
is
hell.
it's
so on brand.
That made me so sad right now.
Right now, yeah. Imagine him.
That's terrible.
They added it though. They updated it. Maybe this is the updated one. I don't remember when I got this picture.
They butchered that guy so bad.
Anyway, He feels like somebody who they mandated had to be in the show.
I
Like,
hear
he
you.
didn't really know what to do with him. There was a couple episodes where it was good, but he had some intense scenes too, though.
No, yeah, he definitely went
His
through
girlfriend,
a lot.
his girlfriends and his friends and all that shit. Oh, I'm just thinking about that again.
And
Sucks.
the reason that he turned bad and became controlling was just because he's just bad, like in his heart. Like he just can't be fixed like that. It wasn't because of a bad guy. He's just not a great leader.
Should watch Don Brothers again.
Oh my god, that hurts me.
Yeah, I don't want any of those. Maybe the Crown, but not even.
Say your opinion.
Oh, I think they look ugly as hell.
Yeah.
The Crown less so. That spider shooter looks like shit, I think. But that's fine. The black should go all the way around. It's like a Soto toy that stickered in or whatever.
I see.
Yeah. I like that it has a Zudenchi right here. And then the Momotaro emblem on the crown.
Yeah, it's nice.
This probably means we're going to get new forms. I don't know, maybe not this one because that's the 6th changer.
Yeah, it's just Jeremy's.
So we'll see. But yeah, this was cool. Super hype for this. We're wrapping up, I promise you guys. This was all stuff that came out after the episode aired, so it makes sense to be back here. The last thing I'm going to share, I just noticed, look at that. Lush green, dead. Weird.
Oof. When they filmed this?
The film.
Oh,
The
shit.
picture.
It just happened.
Damn, yeah, you're right. When did they film this? Because there's no snow or anything.
Yeah.
They must be filming it now, and the Don Brothers one is farther along because they have this.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I can't wait to see this dumbass reaction, this interaction here. Yeah, I can't even imagine because these are just maniacs. They should be in an asylum, all of them.
Their own.
They're all they need help.
Their downfall is their own personality.
They need help. And these are, I don't know. Like I said, I think they're going to end up becoming gods. They're so much more than them. I don't know. We'll see. I'm so excited.
God, especially because of Kaji, brother.
Who?
The pink.
Oh, Kaiji.
Kaijiki?
No. Yeah.
Kaijiki swordfish.
Kaji?
Pink brother. Pheasant brother. Him. Because he's like an actual insane person. Like he's actually mentally insane. Like he was a bad guy.
Kijino.
Kijino. He was a bad guy like 4 times in the show, and then he ended the show as like a sociopath.
Kiji brother. Yeah, Kiji. Yeah. People are not excited that he's back. But that's fine. It's all of them, so. And he got his fucking happy ending anyway, motherfucker.
But for nothing. All right.
Yeah. He's not with his girlfriend. That's weird.
That is. I was gonna point that out.
But it's because the bad guys are on that side. The bad guys, the brain folk.
Mm-hmm. Barbarians. The Cerberans.
And then the last thing that was shown after the hype for the Versus movies and Neji Rangers. Last picture we're going to end with today. Coming Boon, baby.
Coming Boon.
We've got a teaser for Boon Boonger.
And what are those 2 new colors?
It's white, but it's supposed to be black.
Right.
And orange. Me and a couple other people have noticed orange maybe looks female-ish. Hopefully. They are not doing skirts again this season for the female suits, so that's good. But here's hoping we don't have a one lady team again.
Yeah. This teaser reminds me a lot of the Geats teaser for some reason, just because it's all silhouetted.
Geats teaser was silhouetted?
It was just color silhouetted with the visors.
I said the same thing for the Geats teaser, actually, or the Geats teaser, since you bring that up. They had a bunch of riders on there.
Yeah.
And I was able to point out the girls in there because of the body shape, and mostly because of how thin the arms were. This looks like maybe the body type looks like a female, but it could also be. I mentioned on the Discord that could totally be a pose that Kaijiki Yellow.
Oh, definitely.
Or Tenbin Gold.
Diz,
and they're both dudes. So we'll see.
Tenbin Goldo.
We'll see what happens. Coming Boon, them doing that still is really funny. I hope it's gonna be. It sounds like it's gonna be like a more comedy Sentai.
They're stupid.
Ooh. Who?
Boon, coming Boon. Come on, guys. Come on.
Dumb. It's great. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for sticking around this long. This was a long episode.
We did a podcast?
I don't know where. We did a podcast.
Oh, snap.
We did it.
Nice.
I'll let you close out so that I'll let you, say your stuff, and then I'll end it.
Alrighty. How do you like that? Thank you for watching, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. I have been Toku Tony. You can catch me everywhere at Toku Tony, except for Twitter. On Twitter, I am Tony Toku. Again, thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends. We want to hear from you. Let us know your bad takes. Let us know your good takes. Let us know how much you hate Gotchard or how much you love Gotchard. We'd love to hear from you, period. I am and always have been Super Blastex. Please check us out on everywhere: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Super Blastex. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. It's always fun getting to talk about this stuff, and I really want to be able to talk to you guys about it too. If you made it this far, that means we're doing something right. So please let us hear from you. We hope to hear from you soon. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.